Okay, now there's more to talk about on TVC Breakfast this morning. The police in Lagos are still on the search for militants who killed an army captain, 4 policemen, and a civilian in Ishawo community in the outskirts of Lagos.
Lagos Police Commissioner Fatai Owesheni said the men were killed in an ambush while returning from the creek where they had gone to rescue some kidnapped victims. Owesheni said the killers will be arrested and prosecuted. He joins us now for update on the story. Many thanks for joining us today on TVC Breakfast, really.
Good morning.
We just mentioned your name and good to have you here live, really.
Thank you.
How certain are you that these men will be apprehended, arrested, and of course prosecuted?
Sure.
Sure.
We'll look for them wherever, whoever that is involved, they'll be gotten and they'll be made to face the full wrath of the law.
Are you making any progress as far as investigating who they are? Are those people really from outside Lagos, or are they from within? What are you getting so far?
Criminal elements bad everywhere. It's an asymmetric warfare. It's a guerrilla warfare, so they can be anywhere. You won't see them. They also have the terrain to their advantage. That's a swampy forest. And when you have all sorts of things, they could hide anywhere. But wherever they are hiding, the message is clear.
And
in spite of Operation Awashi, these people are not deterred. You have the JTF stationed in that area, the Ishawo area. It's not the first time these militants are operating in that area. So how come they're still confident that they can always operate in that place?
If you look at the time, the period when we had the last one and the incident recorded on Sunday, it was a very big
gap.
Gap. And of course, in asymmetric warfare, you don't say that you completely win. And that is part of what the society is all about.
The word asymmetric you're using seems to me like it's an excuse for them to be able to just come back. Okay, is that asymmetric? It's expected that should happen. But if the police has been up and about, that place, instead of just dispossessing the boys, the place should have been a bit, maybe, better manned than what we have done, saying, because it's asymmetric, okay, it is expected that will happen. That sounds like an excuse, really.
You are getting it wrong.
Okay.
The first thing you should do is to commend the police and the Nigerian army officers that went for that operation. If the police or the security institutions have not been up and doing, at that particular time, 2 a.m., when distress call was made, there wouldn't be nobody to be found there. So Nigerians should watch what they say. That's
reactionary. Okay. What about preemptive investigation before the attack itself? Maybe that's the point here.
You are still getting it wrong. What do you mean by preemptive? If there wasn't visibility, there would not be a swift response.
All right, we'll come back, of course, to the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Fatai Owesheni. When we come back from this break, stay with us. It's still TVC Breakfast. All right, you're welcome back. We have the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Fatai Owesheni, right here in the studio too. Of course, we've been talking about the militancy in Ikorodu area of Lagos. It's good to have you here in our studio. But before we continue with our discussion, we'll bring our viewers the news update. Of course, Kemi Folademo is standing by to do that. Kemi, over to you now.
Thank you very much, Ngozi and Busolami. We begin in Somalia at this time now. The United Nations officials have visited the Somali cities of Baidoa and Kismayo to assess the impact of drought on people in the southwest and Jubaland states. Some 6.2 million people are in need of humanitarian assistance in Somalia, with more than 700,000 in Jubaland state. Nigeria's House of Representatives has begun the probe of unremitted funds by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, led other government officials to the committee hearing, and he disclosed that government has started the prosecution of some suspects. Meanwhile, the House has also resolved to investigate the deaths of 3 Queen's College students in Lagos. It has now summoned the health and education ministers, as well as the immediate past principal of the school. The cause of the students' deaths has been linked to contaminated drinking water in the school. Police in Germany are yet to apprehend the perpetrators of the Borussia Dortmund bus attack that injured defender Mark Bartra. Dortmund Police Chief Greg Olange says the bus was deliberately targeted as it left the hotel for UEFA Champions League quarter-final match. Let's continue the conversation with the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, with Busolami and Ngozi.
All right, thank you. We're looking at the Lagos militant attack, and Fatai Owusheni, Commissioner for Police, is right here in our studio. An army captain was killed in the shootout between the security forces and the militants. 5 policemen and 2 soldiers. 4. Okay, so was it a case of superior firepower on the part of the militants, like some eyewitnesses are saying? Or what exactly went wrong? We had so much, high casualty on the part of the security forces.
In operations, it's a matter of, it's a combination of so many things. It's not about overpowering the security forces. If you look at the time of that incident, when that distress call was received, that's about 1:45 a.m. and between 1:45 to a.m. And of course, out of bravery, courage, those officers felt that they should discharge their statutory duties in a patriotic manner and went to that area. The terrain itself, if you've sent correspondence to the area, is a challenge, but whatever happened, we must discharge our duties. And
the kidnappers seemed very ready for the showdown. They came in with boats and ferry. Even when one of them was gunned down, the report said they lifted him up, moved him to the boat, and they went away.
Something like that. It's like a cat and mouse thing. So even the rescue operation had been done, because the residents that were kidnapped had been rescued. And
all of them?
Yes, and as I've told you, when you are doing such an operation, the person that you are going to attack would also not fold arms, and you are also talking of fellows that were well armed and taking advantage of, that you can hide inside the bush in the night and all those things. So it's just a matter of, it has happened. We've taken it as part of the risk that comes with our duty. And
okay, now that there's such risk that faces men of the police and of course soldiers in the course of providing security for the people, what happens to the families of these fallen officers? Is the police looking at some kind of compensation?
Sure. All the institutions, the military, the police, we all have, packages, what each and every one of us is entitled to. And, as we go out to discharge our responsibilities, we are always aware of such things. There is nothing you do that is not risky. And when it happens like this, you just go back to the drawing board. But I want to say that those officers, honestly, they should be celebrated by Nigerians to have come out at that period. Yes, they're discharging their responsibilities, but they were patriotic officers coming out to respond to that distress call at that time.
And they mitigated the effect of the attack. Without them, perhaps.
Of course, yes. We'll be talking of so many people that
finally, we hear that the area Ishawo there specifically has been deserted by many people. They don't have confidence to actually stay there. Many landlords have, even been killed. What is the true picture?
When you talk of Ishawo,
yes.
I don't know the Ishawo that you're talking about. If you go to a
the
shower
specific area where this
the specific area where the thing happened, it's just that we must discharge our responsibilities.
Yes.
It's a country where citizens' obedience to security advisory is very, very low. That is what makes us to be different from other countries. Where that incident happened is just right inside a swamp.
Okay.
Where probably you would say people have made themselves vulnerable. It's just about 2, 3, 4 houses around that area. And of course, the other ones that are there are under construction, right inside the water. How they get there to do the construction, you don't know. So it's not the picture.
So they actually put themselves on arm's way.
It's not the picture of people who are evacuating the place. Even those houses that were there, people still live there. I was there personally. So it's not that picture that people are painting. So people are still going about their lawful business. But we want to make a statement that those fellows will not go home punished.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, Fatai Owoseni, thank you so much for obliging us. Thank you very much.
Perhaps we'll now invoke the death penalty when they are caught.